Good morning, YouTube. It's Monday, so usually there is a review. However, I've still not finished Diablo just yet. I probably will do Sunday. This will be going up on Monday, so almost there. So review will be next week's video, but this week is episode 2 of Operation Xbox 360. So I've got another 100 games from my collection to show off. I don't remember whether I said in the last episode that I reached 700, but I've got 700 now. So let's get through these games, starting with Snowboarding Classic SSX. Never played it. Probably should do at some point. Your Shape Fitness Evolved 2012. This is still sealed. That's how it came when I ordered it. I didn't purposely order it sealed. But yeah, I don't have a Kinect still, so that will stay sealed anyway. Fast and Furious Showdown. Obviously, during the time where Fast and Furious was a bit more thought of a bit more highly. Medal of Honor limited edition. I don't know whether it came with anything in particular. Unlock an exclusive multiplayer weapon and get early access to 2 shotguns. Fight Night Champion. The only boxing game I've ever played is Fight Night Round 3, which was an easy gamer score game back when they were like 6 to 8 hours. Not really into boxing, but I'm sure someone is that's watching. Sonic and Stega's All-Star Racing, featuring Banjo-Kazooie. I have played this. I'm pretty certain I've 100%ed this as well. Yeah, good kart racer. Golden Axe Beast Rider. Not a good game. It's kind of one of those where it's like 5 or a 6 out of 10 sort of deal. They tried to reboot the Golden Axe franchise. It failed miserably, and then they just didn't make another one after that. Aliens vs Predator. I remember getting a couple of levels into this and then stopping because something else shinier came out. NHL 2K7, another one of those where it's like one of the many sports titles that I need to fill out the collection. There's quite a few in this pile. Def Jam Rap Star. Not really my sort of music, but you've got guys like Tupac, Diddy. We won't talk much about him. Notorious B.I.G., So Solid Crew, all those. I'm sure somebody that's watching this will probably know better than I will. Batman Arkham City. I'm a big fan of the Batman games. I personally think Arkham City is probably the best one out of the quadrilogy, if we're counting Origins. I suppose we should really count what's it called? Blackgate. The 2D, well, 2.5D side scroller thing. I suppose there's a VR game now as well, isn't there? So it's not really a quadrilogy anymore. But Arkham City I rate highly. Don't know where the sleeve cover's gone. FIFA World Cup 2006. This is the game that I got with my Xbox 360. Nothing else to say about that. Anarchy Reigns. I'm not entirely sure where the slipcover has gone for this either. But I think I finished this. I think I played and finished this. Potentially. It's okay. It was a bit of an odd one. Sniper Ghost Warrior. Sniper Elite Resistance did launch Thursday as of recording this, so it was a couple of days ago. So it'd be last week by the time you guys see it. But yeah, Never really played any of those games either. The Outfit, I believe this was a launch title, or it might have been like launch window title. Again, no idea. Dark Messiah Might and Magic, I remember playing this one a little bit. It's kind of weird. You get game over if you get caught stealing. Yeah, I should probably go back and try and finish that someday. FIFA 17. Some of the later FIFA games still hold their value pretty well. They're not a couple of quid. 18's like twice that, and then 19 is like 40, 45 still. Just mental. Lips Party Classics. So you've got things like What's Up by Four Non-Blondes, Dr. Jones by Aqua, Love Shack by the B-52s, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra, Wannabe by the Spice Girls. It's kind of all those poppy sort of songs. 80s and 90s party classics. Pretty decent list. And more songs. We've got Disney Sing It, so you've got Disney tracks on this one. No list on the back, which is interesting. I'm guessing it's mostly like featuring music from Camp Rock and other favourites, so it's probably more the likes of High School Musical. MX vs ATV Untamed. I've never played any of these games either. There's 4 of them on the Xbox 360, so yeah, that's the only one I've got so far. Skylanders Imaginators. Another one of the Skylanders games. Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventures. I have completed this. I own the double pack with Kung Fu Panda. But obviously needed to get this version of it so that I've got all of them. Kinect, Star Wars. It's got dancing in it. I think it's got. This is where the Han Solo game comes from. Han Solo song comes from. FIFA 11. All sports titles. Lego Batman 2. As I said in the previous video, whenever like the Lego games came out during the year, I always picked them up and always completed them because they were easy completions. For the time. They're like 20-30 hours, but like it's easy to finish them. You just have to 100% the game. Halo Reach. Personally, I'd say this is the best Halo game. I don't really have the nostalgia for like Halo 2. And obviously playing Halo 2 after you've played the likes of 3, Reach, ODST and stuff like that, it's kind of like, it's not as good. Guitar Hero Live. What songs have we got on this one? The Anthem by Good Charlotte. California King Bed by Rihanna. Clubfoot by Kasabian. Demons by Imagine Dragons. Nuclear Family by Green Day. Wastelands by Linkin Park. The Rock Show by Blink-182. Yeah, this is probably going to be like the last Guitar Hero game they do. The whole rhythm game thing has kind of fallen off nowadays, which is a shame. But NBA 2K8, another sports title. Lost Planet 2. I played Lost Planet a little bit, and didn't really get into it all that much. The Lost Planet games are supposed to be pretty good, so maybe one day I'll give them another try. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. I've not played this one either. I played Convictions. I enjoyed Convictions, so I would probably enjoy this as well. So maybe one day. I think that's backwards compatible. Operation Flashpoint Red River is kind of a tactical squad shootery type game. Not my thing. Hitman Blood Bunny. Never played a Hitman game. They look pretty cool. They look pretty fun. So maybe one day. Probably not. Ace Combat 6. The Ace Combat games are supposed to be pretty fun as well. I don't think I've played an aircraft simulation game since like the Nintendo. So who knows? Maybe one day. I'm saying that a lot. F1 2013, the sports title. I saw an article about 2 weeks ago now where it was like, oh, F1 2013 is like really expensive. It's like $400 or something stupid like that. And I'm like, I bought it for a $5 like a couple of weeks ago. It's definitely not that price over in the UK. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Was never a fan of the Tomb Raider games growing up. Like the PS1, PS2 era. But the reboot game's pretty fun. I have played all three of them. I kind of rushed to do Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider because they were on Game Pass at the time. No, sorry, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was on Game Pass at the time and it was leaving, so I rushed to Rise of the Tomb Raider to do Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's that first pile done, so we'll grab another stack. Okay, so next we have Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Tekken's definitely my fighting game, other than Smash, but yeah, I really enjoy playing the Tekken games. So Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was a win. I think I might have 100%ed that. Potentially. Or I've at least got most of the achievements. Green Day Rock Band. I'm a big Green Day fan. Green Day is one of my favourite bands. Yeah, it's got... I think this has got like the American Idiot album, Dookie, and 21st Century Breakdown, and then it's got like a few random other songs like Good Riddance. Welcome to Paradise was on Dookie. Warning. Is that all I can see? Yeah, I think so. Geek Stink Breath. I don't think that was on either of any of the albums that I mentioned. Anyway, Green Day. I went to see them in concert once. They are really, really good. Project Gotham Racing 4. Fantastic arcade racer that was like before Forza Horizon sort of thing. Really, really good racer. Really good racer. Shame it is not ever going to come back because of Forza, but hey. Monsters vs. Aliens, one of those movie tie-in games. I think I've 100%ed this. I honestly don't remember. Thor. I remember getting maybe about halfway through this, and then something else came that was bigger, newer, and shinier, so I played that and never went back. It's okay. It's one of those character action games that are just like, Crysis 2. I've only ever played Crysis 1 a little bit and didn't enjoy the controls, so maybe I try Crysis 2 and 3 at some point to see whether the controls are any better. It's very much one of those where it was like it was a PC game for a long time and then was ported over to console, and then like, yeah, controls aren't great. Dead to Rights Retribution, another one where I started playing it and something newer and shinier came out, so I started playing that instead. I did always like the look at this and all the takedowns and stuff that you could do, so Again, maybe I go back to it someday. NBA 2K13, another sports title. I swear I moved that game out off that pile. 1 second. Darksiders. Basically a kind of like a Zelda-ish clone, but it's with the Horsemen of the Apocalypse instead. It plays pretty much the same as a Zelda game, so it's got like dungeons and stuff. You dungeon crawl and you fight a boss at the end. It's really good game. Tony Hawk American Wasteland. I played this to death on the PS2 with a friend. Used to go around his house at the weekend during college, and then we'd play games all night. And then I'd go home on a Sunday. And yeah, get ready for college the next day. But yeah, I'd go around on a Friday night. We played games all the way through. Condemned 2. I might have finished this. I don't remember. It was a very, very long time ago. Not as good as the first one, but it's okay. Fusion Frenzy 2, another easy gamer score game. I think this came with an Xbox at some point or another. Bunch of party games. It's nothing special. Truth or Lies. I got this for like £2 at some point. I think I ordered it offline for like £2 years ago. It's an easy game score game again, but yeah, I don't remember anything about it. Vampire Reign. I'm not sure whether this actually works or not, so that might be a case of buying a replacement copy at some point. But yeah, vampires and stuff. Other than that, I don't remember. Crackdown 2, I have finished. I played this. I actually streamed it on Mixer for a little bit. It's a great sandbox game. You go around the town, punch people really hard. They go flying. Pretty cool. Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. Never played it. Racing game where you destroy stuff. So probably pretty cool. I think that was my brother's, actually. To be honest. Legendary. I remember playing a little bit of this and doing a couple of levels. And then, as always, something else came out. But it's basically a first-person shooter where all of the enemies are like legendary creatures and stuff. So there's like griffins, minotaurs, that sort of stuff. It's a pretty cool concept. Metro 2033, I have played and finished this one. Pretty cool game. It's based on a novel. So, yeah. Very enjoyable. Don King's Prize Fighter, another boxing game. It's a sports title. Amped 3, we've got more snowboarding. I think this was a launch title again that came out with the Xbox 360. Just looking at the back, and there's like a bunny character and a guy in a chicken costume, and a robot. Interesting. Apparently it's got over 300 new audio tracks, so maybe it was like a remaster or something. Blazing Angels 2, a World War II fighting flying simulator type game. Looks pretty cool. Never played it. Lego Batman 3, I have played and finished this one on the Xbox One. I picked it up because, well, yeah, I needed it for the collection, so that's that one. Fighters Uncaged, Kinect title. I don't own a Kinect, so never played it. Apparently this was really, really bad, so yay! I'll play it at some point, maybe. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. This is the first Lego game that I ever played. yeah, never completed that one because the completion list was a bit different. But Dynasty Warriors 6, I very much enjoyed the Dynasty Warriors games. 6 is no different. I don't think I've finished this one. No, I finished this one. I don't think I've completed this one. I don't think I have all the achievements. The case is looking a bit grubby and probably needs either cleaning up or replacing, but other than that, pretty cool game. Fear, I remember again playing quite a lot of this but never finishing it. First person shooter game, horror elements, pretty cool. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, I think this one is. I might be wrong with that. The 2005 version that was on previous consoles is extremely rare and expensive. This one is not. I don't know. I don't remember whether I played this one. I know my dad and my brother played it a little bit, but I don't think I did. NBA 2K10, another sports title. The Last Remnant, one of the few RPGs on the Xbox 360 that I didn't finish. I didn't particularly like the combat system on it. It was a bit weird. Fallout 3, obviously one of the undisputed greatest games that are on the Xbox 360. Very much enjoyed my time with Fallout 3. I remember getting it one Christmas. It stopped me playing Final Fantasy 11 for quite a while. Pretty cool game. Pretty cool. Has quite a lot of DLC to it as well. Divinity 2 Ego Draconis. Another RPG, and it's like an action RPG rather than turn-based. There is a second version of this called the Dragon Knight Saga, which I think comes with like the DLC and stuff. I'm missing one achievement on that, which was for killing the killer rabbit. Which you had to kill the killer rabbit, you had to kill 20 rabbits, and I didn't kill enough. So 2014 FIFA World Cup, again another sports title. Sacred 2. Played quite a bit of this when I bought it and then stopped again. I remember getting the credits, so I might have finished this. I remember playing it with a friend. I know I definitely don't have all the achievements on that. NHL 08, it's another sports title. X-Blades! Again, another title that I started playing and stopped because something else came out. There was a re-release of this called Blades of Time. Blades of Time is the most expensive game on the system. Like, well over £100. X-Blades itself is pretty expensive as well. And lastly for this pile, we have Child of Eden. It's kind of like a rhythm style game, kind of, but it's more visually, so it's like different from Guitar Hero and Rock Band and stuff. But Child of Eden. Let me get the last stack. Okay, so next game we have is Stoked, another snowboarding game. They all seem to have come in this one video for some reason. Yeah, there's not really much I can say about another snowboarding game, to be honest. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, a notoriously pretty bad game, but then most movie tie-in games are. It's based on a bad movie. I'm not sure whether I finished that. I might have done. I might have finished it, or was it glitched? I think it might have been glitched, or it crashed or something, and then I just never went back to it. Fairy Tail Fights. This is kind of like Castle Crashers, but Fairy Tail stuff with, like, you can play as Red Riding Hood and stuff like that, and there's just like loads of blood everywhere. Yeah, interesting take on that. Aragon, no idea how you say it. It's based on a movie of the same name, as you can probably tell from the cover art. I don't remember whether I finished that. I played quite a lot of it. It was an easy gamerscore game, but I think it's like one of the really early titles that I got that I just like never played. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I went through a period with the Call of Duty games where I just went through and played them all one after the other. For the like story mode stuff. I used to buy these for my brother every year when he was growing up. Every Christmas I'd get him the latest Call of Duty game. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. There is like 6 or 7 Naruto games on the Xbox 360. For whatever reason, they've not held up their value like the Dragon Ball games have, but there's loads of them. Not a fan of Naruto. I prefer the other ones of the big 3. I prefer Bleach and One Piece to Naruto. And obviously Dragon Ball. Adventure Time, Finn and Jake Investigations. I've watched a little bit of Adventure Time and then played the Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a Let's Play for that on my channel. But yeah, there's 3 Adventure Time games on the Xbox 360. I now have 2 of them. CSI Hard Evidence, based on the CSI TV series. It's like a point and click puzzle style game. Yeah, it's what it is. I don't think I played that one. I know I played one of them at least, maybe 2. Skate 3. I was well off the skating bandwagon by the time this came out. My brother was just jumping on it. He had a skateboard and everything. So yeah, apparently this is one of the better ones, I think. Saints Row 2. Not a fan of the early Saints Row games. The ones that are like very much Grand Theft Auto clones, which there's no problem with them being Grand Theft Auto clones. Like, Grand Theft Auto is a really good game. But yeah, I prefer 3 and 4 because they have their own identity to them. Like, they try to be funnier. Whether they are or not, it's like subjective, but yeah. Full Auto. Looks like it's a vehicle battle type game with racing. There's guns and stuff. Shooty race. Sonic Unleashed. This was my brother's. He was going through it when he went through a period where he enjoyed Sonic games. I grew up liking Sonic games as well, so. But yeah, this is the weird one where he turns into a werehog. The Blob 2. Shout out to the Blob fans all over the world. One day we'll get the Blob 3, maybe. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cool platform. I think I've 100%ed that. I might have 100%ed the Xbox One version. Dead Rising, absolute classic. Stuck in a wall for 72 hours killing stuff. Not really much else you can say about that. He's covered wars. Aliens, Colonial Marines. A friend actually picked this up for me from Game, and it was like £3 or something. So he bought 2 copies of it and gave me the other copy. It's still sealed. I've never played it. Baja Edge of Control. This is a recent purchase. A racing game. family game night. So you've got games like Yahtzee, Connect 4, Boggle, Battleship, Sorry Sliders. It's all like board games but digitally. Pretty good as a party game. Dishonored, I actually have completed Dishonored. I have the 100% in it. Apart from like the DLC stuff, I completed the base game. There was some DLC in it that I didn't particularly like, so I stopped. But yeah, I've completed the base game. I don't know whether it's the Xbox 360 version I've completed or the Xbox One version. But very cool game. Great stealth action game. MotoGP 09, 10. Super bad game. More snowboarding. As I said, I think all of the snowboarding games on the Xbox 360 were all in this one video. Shaun White's snowboarding. I have no idea who Shaun White is, but he's got a snowboarding game. He's also got a skateboarding game. So, multi-talented, I guess. Pro Evo Soccer 2013. Another football title. Minecraft Story Mode. The Telltale games are always really good. Minecraft Story Mode is the most viewed video on my channel that's not a short. No idea why Minecraft Story Mode took off, but it's what it is. Madden 15, another sports title that I'm probably never going to play. Monopoly Streets. It's Monopoly in the streets, I guess. No idea. It's just Monopoly. Disneyland Connect Adventures, or Connect Disneyland Adventures. I have 100%ed this on the Xbox One. It was okay. It definitely wasn't brilliant, but the Xbox One version you can play without Connect, so that one I assume you have to play with the Connect. NBA Live 07, it's a basketball game, and very similarly, NBA Live 09, it's a basketball game. Far Cry 3, I think I've 100%ed this, potentially. This is the Lost Expeditions edition, so it comes with 2 extra solo missions for DLC. No idea. It's a really good game, Far Cry 3. I would say it's probably my second favourite Far Cry game. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon's definitely the best Far Cry game, as far as I'm concerned. And lastly, for this video, which should be 100 games, potentially. I might have miscounted at some point. If there's not 100 games, tell me, I guess, in the comments below. Vanquish. This one I do still have the lenticular cover for, so there's Vanquish itself. I think I've played like the first level of this and then like stopped. It's okay. It's a bit of a weird one, the way that like the combat's done and stuff, but yeah. Vanquish. And that should be 100 games for this week's video. For episode 2 of Operation Xbox 360. As I've said in the previous video, I am trying to collect the entire Xbox 360 PAL collection, which is an interesting task, but it's one of those. I usually tend to spend about £20 or so a week on games and whatnot. So yeah, if your favourite game was in this video, comment down below. Tell me what it was. Or just comment in general if you saw a game that you were interested in. If you did make it to the end, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week for the Diablo 4 review.